So you'll be needing a face primer. I'm using this from Flawless Ivy. A foundation, this one is Cocoa from H&E, and then you need a sponge to blend it out. Also, I'll be using this concealer, this setting powder from Flawless Ivy, this olive oil edge control, a brow pencil, make sure it is sharp, and a spoolie brush or an old mascara wand can work. So I'll be using this particular brush from my Kit Co. It's a flat round brush. You can use an angled brush. Apply a pea size of that edge control onto your brow and brush it up with the spoolie brush. Then go in with your setting powder and set the area, because sometimes edge control tends to be oily, so you want to set it. Now measure from the ball of your nose upwards. That is where your brows should begin, and then start to draw. Now that setting powder helps your pencil to be opaque and matte. After you're done drawing, you're going to make sure to flick the end of your brow. You don't want to curve it down. We don't want that. Do not over elongate your eyebrow. You just want to stop exactly where it is meant to stop, and then start to draw the top. This is the reason why I always apply foundation, because I despise applying concealer at the top of my brows. So for you to be able to do this, you have to have a very steady hand, just so that your eyebrows will be very clean at the end of the day, so you don't need to conceal. Brush the brow hair up and then start to fill it in. Now I go heavy-handed at the tail of my brows just because I like it to be darker at the end, and as I approach the beginning of the brows, my hand is light-handed. Like, I do not even press my pencil. You can see how I am just filling in the places that need filling. Not everywhere needs it. And as I get to the front, you can see that I'm giving space between the strokes so that it will look as feathery and as natural as possible. Then I go back in with my spoolie brush and I brush the hair up, and we're ready to conceal. Now I go in and then coat both sides of my brush with concealer, and then you want to start to conceal from the down part of your brows. Always do this in sections. Like, don't just go in one swoop unless you are perfect like that. I always do this in little sections so I can look back and check which part needs more concentration. Once you are done with this, you're going to go back in and draw the concealer downwards using your flat brush. Please be very careful so as not to touch the precise part of the brows. You're only trying to blend the rough part, not the straight and clean line you just created. I almost spoiled my own brow. You can see I even paused. So after you do this, you're going to get a dense blending brush and then blend out the harsh lines even more. I used to use my finger, but this brush is like way more better. You can even use it to blend out your eyeshadow base. And that's it, guys. After this, you can just go on in and apply your eyeshadow, or just set it with setting powder and go about your day. If you enjoyed this video, kindly give it a thumbs up, and if you learned something, please comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Like, how can you see this fine girl and not subscribe? I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.